Attack.
Oh my god, I got you to
What up nerds, it's Jason here from Custom Cans and we're finally doing the second part of our Talomen Ti660x headphone review. I don't know if you saw the first one, but Talomen were kind enough to send us out 2 pairs of these. So in the first video we had them apart, had a quick look, see how they were made, had a listen to them, they were surprisingly good. And I thought then we could do a second video, because they'd sent us out 2, where we would give a set away. So we'll be giving brand new set of these Talomen Studio headphones away to one of our subscribers later in the video. But also it'd be fun to do some more kind of real world and destruction testing to see what these will actually put up with, because you know it's all well and good, it sounds good, but you know, are they going to put up with kind of general studio use? I've seen a lot of DT770s and HT25s that have been really like thrown around over the years, and it'd be interesting to see if these would stand up to a certain amount of abuse. So I started off by actually just trying them out. I did a DJ set, which you can have a look at down below, where I basically just did a nice jazzy house mix for a couple of hours just to see how they were, and they stayed on the head quite nicely. You could put them in lots of different positions, they didn't seem to fall off too easily, and yeah, they sounded pretty good. You know, I managed to mix some pretty challenging stuff with no problems, so they work from a practical standpoint. But let's see how much abuse they'll take. So I thought I'd start off easy. So I started off by putting them somewhere where you might use them, you know, like a little DJ workstation about that kind of height, and then oh no, they fall off, and then maybe they fall off again, possibly some more. You know, I thought over the course of their life they're going to fall a few times, so you might as well give them a few drops. Then I thought, what if they fall off your head while you're playing? You know, need a bit more height, so I found somewhere sort of roughly ear height in the office to do a few more tests. These ones hurt a bit more, to be honest. I was a little bit worried. I didn't actually want to break them because I wanted to do some more fun things with them. But yeah, they held up with quite a few drops from a decent sort of 6-foot kind of height. Another danger often when you're DJing is getting it trapped in things like flight cases. These things are really heavy, and to be honest, this did the most damage out of all. This took a couple of chunks out of the plastics when I was testing this, but they took a few decent hits. As you can see, that's like a steel reinforced flight case. That's pretty serious. So then I thought I'd see what would happen if you got it sort of on the hinge, on the weakest part. Still okay, a bit scratched and dented. Start to test the cable, and wrecked. That cable went really floppy after that. That's covered most of the scenarios that you get during kind of normal music production or DJing kind of scenarios. But obviously there are some other edge cases. Like, what if your son's all like getting on avant-garde and he's trying to DJ all up in a tree? You know, the stakes are a little bit higher. All of a sudden there's a gust of wind or something. I don't know how these things happen. Headphones gone. Another like common scenario that most people find themselves in: you're walking down the road, minding your own business, when all of a sudden a family of ghosts appear. You know, maybe one of those ghosts takes umbrage to what you're doing, and it's on. You know, it's like a Kill Bill style all-out martial arts fight. The only weapon you've got is headphones. It's time to go.
Oh my god, I got you to cock.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. That's it.
Come on, Kaya. Hit it more. Hit it more. That's it. That's
Wow.
Maybe that ghost gets revenge by throwing the headphones down the stairwell. I don't know. So other than James having some slightly bruised plums, everything was still okay. They were a little bit, to be honest, where I dropped them shut them in the flight case, that did the most damage. But I thought, you know, as just a final move, there is a multi-storey car park just around the corner, which is currently partially abandoned, and I thought we can probably lob them off the top of that and just see if they'll survive, you know, like a 30-40 foot drop. And then if they survive that, then we give them a reprieve. So anyway, yes, as you can see, we lobbed them off the top of a multi-storey car park. While we were in there, we actually got accosted by the security guard, who was a little bit freaked out because James was still dressed as a ghost for some reason. So he's in full ghost costume. To be honest, the security guard was very cool. He just like, what's going on? what is happening? But yes, he was fine with us giving it a couple of goes, but then we moved on because it was getting a little bit awkward. And yes, I'm pleased to announce that after the various bits of abuse, they still work. Even though the cable went a bit floppy, it still played music. Like, I think the cable is going to be the bit that goes first. But yeah, everything's still okay. They've got a few dents and chunks out of them, like the pads have got a few holes in. But basically, they're fine. They would still be quite usable, and I'm going to be taking these home. And these are going to be my new DJ headphones for the next year or two, so hopefully I'll bust out some more mixes with these. But I think they've deserved, they deserve to live. They've been through a lot. They deserve to live. So yes, I hope that you found that amusing. So obviously we've got this set of these headphones to give away, which is very nice. Thank you, Talomen. There are basically two things you've got to do. You've got to be a subscriber. We will be checking to see if you're subscribed, and you won't be getting any headphones if you're not subscribed. So yeah, make sure you subscribe because we will be checking, and then just leave a comment down below. Say anything. I don't care. Tell us what you think of the headphones. Did you enjoy the video? Do you think that James should maybe get some kind of compensation from being hit in the plums with them? Anything like that. You can also get a secondary entry if you so wish. If you go onto the video where I do the Jazzy house mix with them, leave a comment on that video as well. We'll do you a second entry. I think more people need to see that. I quite enjoyed that mix. Goes a bit hard in the middle, then I bring it back down again, so I apologise for that. Starts off good, goes a bit wrong in the middle, you know, I start getting a bit carried away, and then I chill it back out again. So it's not the kind of thing I usually play, so I'm living and learning. But yes, so you can get two entries, one by leaving a comment on this video, one by leaving a comment on the other one. They're only going out to a subscriber, so do make sure you're subscribed. And yes, thank you for joining me on this interesting destruction video. And as always, it's been super fun hanging out, and I will see you guys again.
Hit him more. Hit him more. That's it.